what is going on? We back at it again. We have the infamous Kortni Sheffield because Kortni stood me up last week. Oh yeah. Kortni stood me.
Don't do me like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional because I know how this thing go, right? I know how this thing goes, so I sincerely apologize.
Don't worry, because we're gonna return the favor.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Kortni, we're gonna get a little bit of your business.
Oh, bless it.
Oh yeah. What area of town are you from? First of all, what did you grow up at?
So I grew up in Centerpoint and Leeds.
Okay, Centerpoint, Leeds, country girl.
Very much so.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
Leeds and Centerpoint. I went to Leeds and graduated from Irwin.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, are you some kin to the Sheffields? I know Jessica and.
Most definitely. Jessica's my cousin.
Okay,
hey,
shout
cousin.
out to Jessica Sheffield. Yeah, shout out to Jessica Sheffield.
Absolutely.
And what's your auntie?
Which auntie?
In Atlanta.
Which
You
one?
gotta shout out. Oh, I don't know.
You said my auntie in Atlanta?
Is that your auntie?
I
Cousin?
don't even know who you're talking about. Probably.
Tara? Auntie? Cousin?
Ain't sure.
Huh?
Ain't sure. Me and Jessica just found out we was cousins a couple years ago.
Oh,
I would say about 7 years ago?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, shout out to Tara.
Definitely.
So you went to Centerpoint and Irwin.
Irwin and Leeds. Yeah.
Okay. Any colleges that we need to know about?
No colleges. Just straight wisdom and knowledge from the good Lord.
Okay. So that's a little something since I didn't get a bio. Oh yeah, we put.
Listen, y'all, I've been running. He telling on me. I have been running.
Whatever.
He don't understand. Between the recruitment agency, the non-profit.
Okay, we're gonna get into all that.
Okay,
we
just
just like I'm used to you trying.
He mad at me, y'all.
Yeah. We beefing for real because, and I'm sorry you went to Centerpoint and
Irwin.
Yeah, I'm sorry
I
you
went to Irwin. I didn't go to Centerpoint.
Well, I'm sorry you went to Irwin.
Why?
Woodland all day. Come on.
Eagles fly high, baby.
Yeah.
Eagles fly high.
And Colonel shoot them down. Hey.
Whatever.
So, y'all know who had the best week. Come on now.
Listen.
Do y'all even have a?
We do. We
Okay.
definitely do.
How many people should?
They go hard.
How many people should?
You know what? Can I tell you something? I pay, but I never go. I pay, but never go.
So I guess they're gonna have a testing. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn it on also.
Could be a shortage.
No, it's the batteries. Yeah. Give me another one. Oh my God. There's some tickets.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry about it. Your days are numbered there. Days are numbered.
I want to hear it. I ain't want to hear
Your
it.
days are numbered there. He just be want to be on screen. That's what he be doing. He think he's slick.
He want to be on the
He should have got here early and tested all this. Give it here. See, he
Don't
think
do him like that.
Test yours. See,
He
make sure
was
you
here. He was here early.
Yeah.
I got here at 5:30. And
That's
he was
right.
here.
I was
That's
running around the
right.
corner. I told you 6:30. Everybody actually be up early.
Who was finna go back to Leeds though?
Test. Oh, we back green now. Green is good. So we back here. I don't know what Darren be doing. Don't worry about it. This is last week.
You're not fired there.
Darren, everybody be taking up for Darren. Darren be doing stuff.
Everybody loves me. I just be me. I be here.
This is Darren last week.
This treatment is.
We finna get rid of Darren.
Absolutely not.
I'm finna be like Donald Trump. Darren, you're fired.
You know you love me. You know you love me.
Listen, can you hear it? You get it?
Perfectly.
Okay. Now, so let's get back to y'all Eagles flying high and getting shot down. So, let's get what we're gonna do first. The Teen Summit. We're gonna talk about Teen Summit.
Oh, we can definitely.
Which one came first?
So my summit is the Mind, Body, and Spirit Summit is Saturday, April the 5th.
See, that I got you just in time.
Just in time. I appreciate
And see,
it.
I saw it on Facebook. You better be glad I be paying attention.
Thank you.
So talk about the Mind, Body, and Spirit Summit.
So the Mind, Body, and Spirit Summit was birthed out of, I guess. Okay, so
You can tell when they blessed. They said birthed out of.
definitely blessed over here. Okay, but so seriously, I have a nonprofit organization called This Generation Initiative Program, where we actually go into the jails and then we help individuals who have been released from jails get back on their feet. We help them with housing, employment, career development. We actually meet them where they are, because just because they're in jail doesn't mean everybody needs a job. Sometimes they went to jail with a job. So we actually create an exit plan with them while they're in jail or right upon release. So if they're in jail,
look on top of the tablet.
We good, people. We good.
okay. So if they're in jail, we call it an exit plan. If they've been released from jail or prison, we call it a vision plan.
Okay.
So we meet them where they are.
So talk about the exit plan.
The exit plan. So if you are in jail, again, we meet them where they are. No, it depends on if they need a high school diploma, because everybody doesn't need a high school diploma or GED. They already have it. So if they want to get a trade, we help them with that. If whatever career, because I tell them, don't do what Coach K, because that's what they call me. Don't do what Coach K wants you to do. I need to sit down. I need to know 5 of your weaknesses and 5 of your strengths. So we pull from that to see where they are. And also with their career development plan, we do that as well. We meet them where they are and then create an exit plan upon that. So we help with financial literacy, because we can't, well, let me go back. We just don't get you a job, okay? Because we can get you a job, but you got to keep the job. And sometimes people don't know the proper steps to keep a job. They don't know workplace etiquette. You know what I'm saying? How to conduct themselves, you know, what a healthy work environment is. So we teach those things, then place you on the job. Sometimes I need a job tomorrow. Of course, I understand that. But I'm the middleman. You represent me, and so does the company. So the company not finna play with you, and you not finna play with the company. So we teach. That's what we do.
You're not gonna waste my time.
That part. So we teach them workplace etiquette and things like that. But some of them, they been not teaching me. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you went to jail doesn't mean you are behind. You know what I'm saying? So again, we meet them where they are. Sometimes they just need housing. They already have a goal plan. I got a young man in my program. His name is Antoine. I know he doesn't mind me saying his name. But when I tell you, when he was in the county, he had a plan. We had that plan. That man got out, executed that plan. He hasn't even been out 2 months. Already has his own apartment, which we helped him with that. School, he's in school. He also worked at US Pipe. Like, that man is killing it, and he's only been out of jail 2 months. So I tell them all the time, because some guys, when they get out, they're like, Coach K, I understand, but I teach them to have a plan of their own and then execute that way. So you can't say Coach K did this. I did this. You know what I'm saying? So we do that a lot. We work with women as well. We've helped several women get their kids back, you know, get on their feet, and we help with addiction. Like, so we're not actually, our facility, we don't actually have like a rehab facility or anything like that. We partner with individuals and we keep contact with them. Everyone that comes through our program has to go through mentorship or have a therapist. They have to, because in order, like I tell them all the time, you can be released, but if you don't get your mind right, you might as well be locked up. And that's all of us. That's you and I, right?
Let me ask you this.
Talk to me.
So what if someone got out of jail and they've been out of jail, just say a few weeks, right? And once they get out, they don't have nowhere to go. They didn't come through your program because they didn't know about it.
Okay.
Is there a way that they can get in your program?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We get it all the time.
Okay.
Like I said, we don't just always get people from inside the jail. Like, God has blessed us to where the word is spreading. We get guys as soon as they get off the books. Like, Coach K, I heard about you from a guy. Like, how my business grew was from my champs. That's what I call them, champs. I call them champions. So they go to prison, because sometimes we stay connected to them while they're in prison. Okay. So they go to prison, they spread the word. Like, Coach K did this, she helped me, because we not only help with them, we help their families as well. Because all of that is needed. Like, the transition from, like, and I tell them, no matter, I get a lot of guys like, hey, Coach K, I'm the only one doing this time. No, you're not. Somebody love you. They doing the time with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when they are released, we help navigate the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad at your girlfriend, your baby mama, or your mama when you come home and you feel different. So my guys, the young ladies in the program, and I finally accepted the fact I'm anointed for it, they just pour out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to tell my guys sometimes, hold up, don't tell me that. Because they go so deep, it's like they won't help. And it's a lot of people, genuine people that have been incarcerated, they generally won't help and want to change. And one of my things I always ask them, how did you get here? Not because I was in the car with my cousin and some guy popped off. How did you get here mentally? How did you get here to this place?
Do you ever ask the question, how did you get out? Like, what helped you to come home? Because a lot of people,
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a mind thing. And I thank God that He's allowed us to go inside of the jails because sometimes they don't have hope. Mm-hmm. And one thing I tell them, I'm not going to give you false hope. If I can't help you, I'm not going to help you. And that's a lot of things that I hear from individuals like, oh, I needed help and no one helped me. And so to go back to your question, they have to change their mindset. And a lot of them's like, I had to decide not to be locked up. Mm-hmm. Even though I was locked up physically, my mind wasn't locked up. So a lot of guys that I deal with, they begin to, just think about the positive things or the outcomes. And I know it may sound crazy, but that's what I get. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, my time is short. Even guys who've been in jail for a long time, it's like they decided, I guess they just got frustrated. You know what? I'm going to do better. Because you can do better. I heard someone say, I forgot who said it, do the time, don't let the time do you.
Right.
Especially if you're going, now jail is kind of harder from what I hear. Mm-hmm. But especially if you're going to prison, it's more resources. Mm-hmm. Prison fellowship, they are doing big things inside of the jail. inside of the prison.
A program.
And it's a lot of, Danny has a lot of stuff going on. So it's a lot of stuff that's available to them. So I tell them all the time, like, I get guys that's in the county and I know they're going to prison. Mm-hmm. And I just say, use your resources. Mm-hmm. Use your resources. And so we always dig and bring out the things inside of them. Everything they went through. I had got a guy who just went to the feds and he said, Coach K, I never had no job. Never had no job. I don't even know how to get a job because the sheriff, we actually was teaching a class and he was in our class. He was getting his GED and I was teaching the career development part. And I had to pull out the things inside of him to let him know, you may have never clocked in, but you got some wisdom that can get you a job and where you can benefit. Mm-hmm. And one thing, I just want to say this, when guys get out there, there's no hope for me, Coach K, with a job. I'm telling you, I tell my guys, it's hope out there. People are really hiring, but as a person that doesn't have a background, they can apply maybe to 10 jobs a day. Right. You need to be applying to 60 jobs every day and make sure you know what a resume is that's needed. Because I get guys, we help them with the resume. They get their resume pulled, and then we go in and advocate on their behalf when it comes to employment.
So a lot of people have never, even if you have never been in jail, some people have never had a resume.
Oh. What you say?
And that's
I'm talking about 55 years. I'm talking about never.
Yeah. Some of them have never had to have a resume because they have had trades, but when it comes to a resume, they've never.
Absolutely. Yeah. I see it all the time.
Wow. So that particular part that's the business that you started. Okay. That's what's the name of that program?
So it's This Generation Initiative Program, and then we have This Generation Recruitment.
All right. Now, let's go to the other part, your nonprofit.
So that is the nonprofit.
That's the nonprofit.
This Generation Initiative is the nonprofit. This Generation Recruitment is the for-profit.
It's a for-profit, yes. Okay. And then you have one more component, right?
Kortni's Corner.
Kortni's Corner. That's the podcast. Ooh. So I checked out the podcast and I like it. So when did you get in the podcast?
In July of 2023.
Okay.
And I created it based off because I deal with a lot of people, right? Mm-hmm. And they was like, Coach K, you don't have any issues. You don't, they think that because you are doing well, and they don't really know how you're doing. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care how you look or they don't know where you are. So I created an outlet for people to come release like positive things though. And then also tell their story, because I was just talking to the leaders at the Teen Summit. I was telling them, like, people don't understand when it comes to winning season, they don't tell you the warfare that comes behind it. Mm-hmm. The struggle, the push, you know what I'm saying? The pressure that busts pops.
So when you're going through the good part,
okay, go ahead.
So when you're going through the good part, so I gotta, let me say this right quick.
Say it.
So I have an engineer and Kortni has an assistant. So they were doing stuff like, and we like, huh? But,
I think she was telling my hair. You was talking about my hair.
Yeah. So they over there doing stuff. And we like, huh? Is he talking to me or is he? Yeah. So now, but they don't understand, like, when you're going through stuff, it's gonna be some tough days that's gonna come behind it, because you're gonna have tests.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the funny part about it, I think that's right around the same time I started my podcast.
July 2023?
Yeah, it was around that time.
I turned 35.
Yeah. So. I think that was right.
Yeah.
So you got your podcast started. Mm-hmm. How's it going?
See, look,
is it work?
Everybody's
starting podcasts now. That's why I'm asking.
It's definitely work. Listen, when I first See, I learned to pre-record first because at first I was going live, and then having a busy schedule like I do, I can't.
Like I'm gonna have to start pre-recording because of Derek. Go ahead.
Darren, leave him alone. So, but seriously, so I pre-record now, and I like the way it looked because at first I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna jump out here. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a vision, but now I actually had to sit down because I think last year in May I actually took a break to revamp, and I like the look now. But the look is going higher. Shout out to Levi Billups, like he's helping me with my look and getting out there because it's a certain message that I want.
Shout out to Darren. He got me looking good.
But yeah, so it's a certain thing. I don't just want to be doing anything.
Right.
Like I want to serve purpose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely serve
purpose. But you did say something that I do like. I like the fact that, you don't have to be messy. You know what I'm saying? You can have a nice podcast that's giving out some good information that people want to see. And that's what I saw when I saw yours. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
I got time for drama. I've been through enough drama in my life. Yeah. But just to pull out the good, because there's great things going on in the community.
But Miss Kortni, Coach K, you look like you got it all together. You done been through something? What?
What you say? I got 4 children.
Really?
I have 4 children. I have 2 girls, 2 boys. Divorced. Absolutely. What you mean all together?
You look like you got it all together, Coach K.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not nowhere near. Jesus is working on me. But God has brought me from a mighty long way. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, literally, and I'm like, sometimes we forget. Not in a bad way, but it's like I was just talking about like the story, like all the things I've overcame because we were talking about the teen summit, and like even high school and middle school was a struggle for me with my identity. So it's like coming out of that and realizing, trusting God with me, that was hard.
What made you put the teen summit on?
So I didn't put the teen summit on. Shout out to the Star and Trade. So I go to Refresh Family Church, and my apostle and Pastor Beavers are coming together for Easter.
Shout out to Pastor Beavers.
Absolutely.
I'm mad with Pastor Beavers.
You say you what?
Mad with Pastor Beavers.
Lord.
Yeah,
I'm mad with Pastor Beavers.
I'm putting it on him.
Nothing to do with that.
Pastor Beavers, I'm mad with you.
Nothing to do with that.
I'm mad with you, Pastor Beavers. I'm putting it out there. Mm-hmm. And congratulations on the Star, the official name.
Absolutely.
Congratulations on that. But I'm mad with you because I reached out to you. You're supposed to be on here. So yeah, if anybody know Pastor Beavers,
tell them nothing to do with that.
Tell them we beefing. Yeah, I like Pastor Beavers. And I like Stephen A. Davis.
Ooh, you better talk about it. That man saved my life.
I wish I can get both of them on at the same time. Can you make that happen? I'm gonna see what kind of pool you got.
What kind of pool I got? You better pray.
They can come over and talk. They can come over and talk about the Easter program.
Absolutely. But yeah, so my apostle, and so he picked a group of us. So we're serving, but it's been bringing some things out. Like really, it's been powerful. So that's happening on April the 20th at the Birmingham Crossplex. And
my birthday's on the 25th. Shout out to me.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the summit is Saturday, and we're gonna have a panel of Judge Shante Owens, Danny Carr,
all of my people,
Deborah Bush, and Rakita Jackson.
I don't know Rakita Jackson, but all three of them are my people.
She was the counselor inside the Jefferson County Jail. It's gonna be fly.
Yeah, I don't know her, but all three of Deborah Bush and Danny Carr and Owens, they're my people.
Ooh, mine too.
They're my people for real.
Let me tell you how I met Judge Owens. So my ex-husband here went to jail. Now they locked him up for no reason. Ooh. They messed up his court date. And I went to court, he was sick. And I went to court and Judge Owens thought I was his attorney. This was like years ago.
You look like an attorney. You look like an attorney.
She thought I was his attorney the way I was talking and speaking up for him. And she was like, hey, tell his attorney to come back in here. And she told him, she said, if you don't marry him, I'm gonna lock him up. Because they literally thought that I was his attorney. Yeah. So that's how I met. That was, like I said, that was years ago, like 2017, something like that. But yeah, so Judge and Danny, love Danny.
That's my dude.
When I say that man's so powerful.
That's my dude for real.
Ooh, he's so powerful.
But he's so laid back and cool. That's my dude for real.
People don't understand how much
shout out to Danny.
That's
my guy for real.
Inside of him for real. Yeah. So, and then Deborah Bush, powerhouse.
Oh, yeah.
And Rakita.
So, me and Deborah Bush came out of Cottageville together.
Really?
Yeah.
Love me some Deborah. So, yes. And then,
you just never know what people going to turn out to be.
Ooh.
And she turned out to be a powerhouse for real.
What you say?
Yeah.
Her story, that's why I have her on the panel. That's when I heard her story, because she was on my podcast. And when I...
Oh, hold up. I know Deborah. Now, me and Deborah beefing.
See?
I know...
You wanted me to come on here and talk.
Uh-oh.
You beefing with people.
Deborah.
You can't do that. Let me tell you something.
Deborah. Now you know we beefing.
Yeah. So
yeah.
When I heard her story, Ooh, powerful.
Well,
so
don't tell me.
And it
Don't tell me.
encouraged. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, don't tell me
You can
because
go watch it.
I ain't heard her story.
You can go watch
I ain't heard because she ain't been on here.
YouTube now. But seriously, like it's so powerful. And then so I use parts of her story to encourage the young ladies in our group. I mean, in our program. And yeah, so then we have the mental part. We're gonna have a counselor there. We're gonna have I Am Love Fitness. They're gonna come out and work the people out a little bit.
So what's okay? So I Am Love Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that?
So it's Trey's organization. He's in Irondale. Trey doing big things.
Okay.
He's actually the guy with the vision behind the Teen Summit.
Okay.
They actually been doing this Teen Summit since December and doing numbers. And
who's Trey?
Trey, he's don't let me lie on you, Trey. I think he's Pastor Bieber's mama bear.
Okay.
And he is doing big things. I Am Love Fitness, and they're coming out. Trey's not going to be there, but it's going to be Coach Jay and Coach Taz. They're going to come out, work the people out a little bit, and teach them importance. Like I tell people all the time, start small. You don't have to die.
How long have you been at Refresh?
Oh, so let me tell you about my story. So I met Apostle Stephen A. Davis when I was 10.
Oh, okay.
Over there, and then we left, and then I came back as an adult.
Okay.
So but even when.
So you know Doc?
Who is Doc?
Anthony Shayla.
Don't ask me, Joanna.
I mean Antonio. I'm sorry. Antonio and Shayla Hawkins.
What? Don't that name sound familiar? Shayla Hawkins. Did she have a journal?
Yeah. This her journal right here.
Shout out to Shayla. She gonna be at the Mind Body Experience Summit.
Yeah.
She's one of the vendors.
That's her journal right there next to you.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna be at the Mind Body Experience Summit. She's gonna be one of the vendors.
I think we have a few journals left for Shayla, so we're gonna get those out tonight. And we have journals from and I'm sure matter of fact, I think she's your Facebook friend.
Who?
Yakenia Marie.
I don't know why they.
She's CEO.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah. She has some of her journals over here too. We're gonna give it.
I loved it.
Yeah. So
I love a good journal. Now hold on.
Yeah.
You can bless me.
Yeah.
You could definitely bless me.
We might end up doing that.
But yeah, seriously, it's about like alignment, mind, body, and spirit. So we're gonna have all of that there. Then of course we're gonna eat a little bit, and then we have vendors, and then HIV prevention. They're gonna be there mobile to test anyone that want to be tested.
Okay.
It's a lot. We have like about 10, 11 vendors. In Birmingham Recovery Center. We're having it at Birmingham Recovery Center. It's actually a rehab facilitation. When I say they're doing big things over there, they're helping people really heal and move past substance abuse, and that's powerful. That's so powerful to me. So that's where we're hosting that. For the last 2 years, we've been doing it at TC Counseling. Shout out to Miss Tammy. She was actually allowing us to host it there for the last 2 years, and that's a mental health facility as well. So it's all about that to me. It's all about change, like real change. So, and like I tell everybody, I don't have to reach everybody, and if I can't, I don't mind referring, because there's so many great organizations that's helping people, and I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's some great organizations I have really.
Absolutely.
I have over the years I have dealt with a lot of organizations, so I understand. It is some great ones out here, and we need more organizations like yours with what you're doing to help people get jobs. Once they are incarcerated or whatever, even if they're not incarcerated, just to help people get back on their feet.
So a lot of people gonna be mad at me because I've been recruiting for like 12 years. Today my last day.
Today your last day what?
Recruit. I haven't even told anyone yet, but my best friend, I'm no longer recruiting. I'm just focusing on career development because that's
so what's the recruiting part?
So the recruiting part is where we help people, where we place people. Now we weren't a temp service. We were strictly direct hire. Okay. So we will help them find full-time employment, whether you be a nurse, whether you want to work in a warehouse, we will help you, and you will be hired onto that company. I don't like dealing with the temp services. Not anything against temp services, but for my people, I'd rather them to be hired on and get those benefits.
So rather than going through the temp service, you rather just help them get a job
on it.
Okay.
So, but I'm no longer doing that as of today.
Wow.
So I've been recruiting forever, and that's really what got me into
here
this.
First on business.
Absolutely. So I'm just strictly focusing on career development in the nonprofit organization.
Okay.
And I got so many people mad at me.
Wow.
Like over the years.
What made you stop though?
Greater need. I mean, the job is a greater need, but teaching you how to keep it, that's more important to me. Yeah. And then, because even with the career development, if I, what is the saying about the fish? Teach them how to
Teach
fish.
them how to fish.
So I literally, because we started our first career cohort in
We're going to say it right now. If you give a man a fish,
tell him.
he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
Talk about it.
We had to go and say it the right way.
Appreciate it. So literally, we started our first career cohort. And everyone in our career cohort in January, they're now employed or they're either in school,
right,
thriving. And we just started that in January. And God put that down inside of me. I'm like, this is it. So I'd rather teach you. Because it's like all I did was teach the class what to do. Most of them don't know about LinkedIn, Indeed, not really how to be attractive on Indeed. So teaching that, and they're thriving.
So a friend of mine I see his name just popped up. And what I want to do is when you do certain things like out, I don't know if you know him enough to mention his name, but
okay.
I need you to, he has a facility, he has like a ranch. It's called his name is Frank Mansion. I don't know the name of the ranch, but Frank, if you're still looking, you can type it in and I see it, but he has a facility out there that some young people need to see. He has horses. Ooh, he has rides. He has the moonwalks. He got a whole facility out there. But I'm gonna get the name of it. But Frank has done an amazing thing. A lot of people go out there and it's huge. It's huge. Matter of fact, he has more acres that he's adding on too. So I mean, it's something that people need to see.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna pull up that too.
Well, I'm a country girl now.
Really? His horses wouldn't play with me though. I ain't like that. I was trying to get him to come. He got a lot of them, but I was trying to get him to come to the gate, but they wouldn't come.
They weren't fooling with you.
No, they weren't. Yeah. So what's next? Since you're getting rid of this part, what's next?
The career development, career cohort. Like I said, we had.
So you're not gonna open up you're not gonna do nothing else
with the recruitment side.
I mean, like, just another business. What's next for Kortni?
So right now, just to make sure that I'm helping I want to see this generation initiative flourish. How I know what God is already. When I tell you, we've helped so many people. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it started. We did the Jobs Not Jail program with the sheriff, right?
That's what I thought it was. I've been telling people, okay.
Jobs Not Jail program with the sheriff, and sheriff was like, Kortni, I need you in my jail. So he allowed me to go in to start teaching career development when people were released, right? But I got in there and I'm like, Sheriff, they don't need just the career development because everybody don't need a job. They need to believe in themselves first. So we were actually allowed to take the one books in there that my apostle Stephen A. Davis wrote, and we started digging on the inside. Who am I? Why am I here? You know, a lot of people
don't know who they are.
That part, you gotta dig.
Like I said, not just jail. A lot of people don't know why they're here.
What you say?
Yeah, they don't know what their purpose is.
You better say it. Listen, and that's why I mentor at Midfield High School as well, and I tell my girls and my children as well, you gotta love the good, the bad, and the ugly. You have to identify your weaknesses so you can turn them into strengths. Like, as an example, we do affirmations, but not just any affirmations. Like, you gotta deal with you, right? So one of my things were procrastination. Like, me and procrastination, we went together real bad. So instead of, I turned that into an affirmation. I'm not productive, but I'm not lazy, but I'm productive every day of my life. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I started teaching the students. And the same thing I teach with the students. And the same thing I teach with the individuals that's incarcerated. Like, seriously, because we're all the same.
Do you work with OAA?
No, but I would love to. I've been following her for a while. Well, what's that? Oh my God.
Dina?
What you say? That powerhouse.
So Dina.
She was on here. I watched.
Yeah. So you saw Dina and Tim. So they're gonna do a series
once a month. Too much stuff she do on series.
Yeah, they're gonna do a series once a month.
Really?
So I can set it up. Yeah.
I love it. But yes, powerhouse. And but yeah. So it's just like identifying who you are and accepting it. Give yourself grace and keep moving. But like I tell everybody, and again, even my children, you gotta go through the process. Even myself sometimes, because it's a struggle. Period.
I mean, you gotta like reinvent yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? At least once or twice a month.
And be confident. We have 3 C's this year that we tell. So it's the champs. We call them champs. Okay. So make sure you're confident, committed, and consistent.
Confident, committed, and consistent. Okay.
That's it. That's what we tell them. And, you know, I had to walk the thing out because that's what God gave me. Because in 2020, I was disgusted with me. And it was just, I was just sick.
So wait. Go
ahead.
I'm going to give a shout out right quick. And I'm going to ask that question. So shout out to Cottageville King. Free him. Now, so 2020, you was disgusted with you.
Absolutely. 2019.
Okay. 2019. Okay. That was right before the pandemic, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So why were you disgusted with you?
Because I was like, Court, you should be further along. You should be so much further along. I was actually working for a housing authority at the time and still, you know, recruiting. And then actually we were getting ready to launch the Jobs Not Jail, but it was just like, it was a mind thing, right? I was just tired of being literally recently divorced during that time. So it was just like, Court, you know better. Like my whole life is like, my mama didn't play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I knew better and I got tired of me. So I remember I listened to Lynn Richardson. And she was talking about, she made a list. And it was like apologizing to yourself. And then also it's like, you know, Kortni, I forgive you for, you know, the things that you've done.
Because one of the hardest things is to forgive ourselves.
Absolutely. Kortni, I believe you can do. Kortni, I'm committed that you will do.
Okay.
And so I started saying those, and I wrote them down, like every weakness.
I believe I can do.
I believe I can do. No, I forgive you for doing whatever you did.
Okay.
I believe you can.
I believe you
Kortni,
can.
I'm committed that you will do that, you know, and you lay it out, and I did, and I accomplished everything on that list.
So it's kind of like a prayer board.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And just like I was talking to my friend this morning, me and Lindsay was talking, it's like, God, you literally helped me get through that. I was depressed, busted, and disgusted.
But,
you understand me?
I was listening to Pastor Mike, and he said, and people do this. You can be depressed and still helping people with their problems.
You better. Oh, Jesus, what you say?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm talking about super depressed because, like I said, I've been recruiting, and throughout the years, God has allowed me to bless thousands of people find employment. Like I run across people that's been on jobs since I started, because I started off at Darryl Walker. So when I was working at Darryl Walker, like and I helped them get jobs there, and then when I opened my own, it's just like, and they're still there. I remember one lady came up to me, her husband was in prison. He got out of prison, and he loved fast food. And one thing I tell you, no matter what you do, whatever you love to do, just be the best at that, right? If you want to work at fast food, don't let nobody knock you. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Just be the best at it. So he was working at a certain company, and they were paying this man. He was running the store. They was paying him $12.49.
A grown man.
He called me. I said, quit. I told him to quit, and he was like, Coach K. I said, quit. Got him the interview the next day, and the man, he started off with like 20, and now when I talk to him, like he salary now. You know what I'm saying? Like big money salary, running like 5 stores. And he came through the Jobs Not Jail program.
Right.
He running like 5 stores
So the
now.
program is a successful program.
Oh, listen, we had so many people because it was, even though it was called Jobs Not Jail program, again, everyone didn't need a job. Like we were helping them with clothing. We were helping them with bus pass. Because some people had jobs, they just had no way to get there.
So the Jobs Not Jail Pro, that's Sheriff Pitway?
Absolutely.
That's my guy too.
Ooh,
I meant to tell you, that's my guy too. Yeah, for real.
Mine too. He called me his daughter. Just want to put that out there.
So what's the program that Danny has?
Oh, don't make me lie to you. Danny, don't beat me up. What is it? We work with them too, but not as heavy as the Jobs Not Jail program. I don't know if it's Restart. I can't remember. Okay. Yes, but absolutely. They send people over to us as well, but just not as much as the sheriff. Because sheriff will call me at 7 o'clock. Hey, I got this guy. Yeah. So yeah, but seriously. Because
I'm around Dan a lot, but I did tell him that, you know, when he get those guys that's coming out, if they need a haircut, I'll donate it for free.
Absolutely.
And so, you know,
we did that at the Jobs Not Jail. So that's what people like. Even though it was called that, people really gained full-time employment, but people also, and like we were helping them get a daycare. Because sometimes, like I said, you have to meet people where they are. Everybody doesn't need a job.
Some people just need some help.
Absolutely.
So if you can just get them the help to get their child in daycare.
Yes.
So they can go to work. They got the job.
Absolutely. Meet the need. You know, you got to find out what the need is.
I got another question. Do you have a program that if a person, just say if they caught a felony or whatever, it was like a little misdemeanor, like, well, a felony, and they really didn't have nothing on them. They didn't go to jail, they didn't have nothing on them. but it's on their record. Do you have something that, like a program that helps them?
So I know the sheriff's office, they're still doing like expungements. They're still doing that.
Okay.
Depending on now, you have to be on your job for a certain period of time.
Well, this person's trying to get a job. He guaranteed the job. They say if you could just get this.
See, everything is a process.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Everything is a process. Now, some people may have more pull than me.
He might not get this job.
Yes.
But if he can just get this off his,
But I know.
And it's been like 20-some years.
From my experience, it's a process. It still takes a process.
Of course.
Absolutely. But yes, and then to me, I be telling my guys, like, I don't care if it's been 20 years or 3 years. What's meant for you is for you. Like, I done seen a man get a job and he had, like, a felony from a year ago.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You just have to you got to be confident, committed, and consistent.
Yeah.
Like I told one of my young ladies, she has a lot of things on her record, and she went to a job. I said, you better walk up in that place like you own it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you got to have that mindset and be honest. I tell them all the time, tell them up front. One guy, he had committed murder in 2002. No, 2002. And he got out, and he hasn't had full-time employment since, I think, like 2010, he said. And I was telling him, I was like, when you go on these interviews, because sometimes it's like, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to go to the interview.
You go in, you're already
we ain't doing
psych yourself out.
No, we're not, because that's the same thing. Like, I don't have a college degree, but God has blessed me. And it's just because I had that mindset that, shout out to Apostle Stephen A. Davis, I'm the one. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't always had that mindset. But God has literally favored me and carried me. But anyway, so, yeah. You gotta have that mindset. You walk up in there and you have to be confident. And when you get the job, you gotta be committed and you gotta stay consistent. You gotta have that same attitude. And that's really everything in life.
Is that the same thing you teach your children?
Oh, what you say?
Okay.
What you talk about it? Absolutely. I got one child, Jesus. I want to wring her neck, bless it.
She just like you?
Oh, no, she's not just like me. My mom says she is, but I'm big.
Y'all bump head.
Oh, do we?
Yeah,
but my baby a beast though. She's so smart. But that too, and I tell her, baby, the attitude can take you further. Once you get that in the line.
Have you ever had attitude?
Who? My mama. Absolutely.
Yeah.
People don't think that though.
So you get in the back.
People, ooh.
They just see that smile.
Tell me that.
They're like, she's so sweet.
And it is. It is.
And we'll cut you clean up. Yeah, we'll cut you up.
Oh.
We'll go. Yeah. Yeah. I see it in you.
I withdraw.
Now because you're professional.
No,
you
my whole life.
But
my grandma missed me. I'm gonna tell you what she told me. Like for real, I used to get bullied in school. My grandma told me, Kortni, let God deal with them. Well, my grandma should have what she should have told me is a time and place for everything. Because I allowed so many people to play with me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you gonna feel me, but I remove myself.
Yeah.
I remove myself. But yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely told me that. And so I'm like, God fighting all my battles. But he said it's a time and place for everything. Yeah.
I like the one when he went in the temple and tore the temple up.
You just like
I turn on the cheek sometimes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a way to deal with people without having to put your hands on them too now.
Absolutely. And I don't like drama.
Me either.
I don't like
I'd rather just ease on out the way.
I remove myself quick.
Yeah.
I don't even like spotlight, to be honest.
So what else we need to touch on?
That's it. Please attend the Mind, Body, and Spirit Summit this Saturday.
Please.
April the 5th, please.
April 5th.
I tell you.
Attend the Mind, Body, and Spirit Summit.
And this is our 5th one now.
This the 5th one?
This is our 5th one, absolutely. We have 2 a year.
Name some of the speakers that's going to be there.
Oh, so we're going to have Coretta Griffin. She's actually from Limits to Lemonade, the mental health part. Then we have Stacy. He's with Birmingham Jumpstart. They're doing great things. They actually partner with us inside the jail as well. Okay. And they are teaching individuals how to read, like even young adults. You know, because I had a young man who was in jail when he was 16, he didn't know how to read. So.
I'm saying I had took the Birmingham Jumpstart.
Jumpstart, you went through the Birmingham Jumpstart, yeah, so they're doing great things. And who else we have? We have Philip Samuels from America's First Credit Union. He does a lot of our budgeting with the champs. So Philip Samuels, Coretta Griffin, because we only have 5. Now last year we had Judge Fortune. I love me some Judge Fortune.
That's my girl.
Absolutely. And
when I tell you these my people, like these really my people.
Stop playing. I'm just playing.
You're right. All right.
But yeah, so seriously,
you can mention my name in plenty of circles.
Look, I listen. Before I lay eyes on you, I already knew who you were.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Shout out to Regis Perry. He's the president of this
shout out to Regis. Yeah.
Initiative program.
Yeah, I just found out today, and that's crazy. And I'm with him all the time. Ain't that so?
Ooh, listen.
Boy,
he seen the vision before it came. Like, I met Regis in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. And what else? Who else? That's it. That's like, yeah. Oh, Andrea Winston. She's running for city council in Pleasant Grove. She's doing big things.
You know what? I just saw her
flyer.
I forgot where I was at, but I just saw her flyer today.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Ooh, Powerhouse.
I think I was in a barbershop.
She's a realtor as well, and she also works for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay.
And she aims towards the seniors, but she's going to talk about the importance of insurance, and that's another thing that I teach about my champs. Life insurance is so important.
Yeah.
So we instill that, just the basic
you help them get life insurance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And some people think that they can't. It really depends. You definitely can. And who else? That's it. There's anything that covers the mind, body, and spirits. It's definitely going to be in the place. And like I said, we do it twice a year.
We have the Mind, Body, and Spirit this weekend. So tune in. Go and check out the Mind, Body, and Spirit.
Absolutely.
April the 20th, we have the Easter...
Teen Summit.
We have the Teen Summit?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then when is the program with Apostle Davis and...
That's
Oh, so it's the Teen Summit. Okay.
So it's together. So the Teen Summit is hold on. The Teen Summit is the same day as the Easter. It's on Easter. Okay. It's on Easter.
Okay.
And Apostle Davis and Pastor Beavers are gonna.
So shout out to Apostle Davis.
Absolutely.
And Pastor Beavers.
Absolutely.
Pastor Beavers, you're my guy, but you're on my list. I'm coming to see. So, what else we need to touch on?
I think that's it.
That's it. Okay. All right. We have really enjoyed you. Thank you for your time. And listen, I know you took out of your busy schedule to come and sit with us today. We really appreciate you, and we hope to see great things, even more great things out of you.
Thank you.
So, we're going to do what we do best, and that's our sponsors. That's Green Acres Cafe. That's Green Acres Cafe Ensley and downtown. And Green Acres Realty Enterprise. Orlando Lewis has underrated. Go and cop some merch from Orlando Lewis. Great guy. We grew up in Cottesville together. Good friend of mine. Shout out to AEG Entertainment. AEG Entertainment has the Mother's Day. Let me do this because he sent it to me. Has a Mother's Day concert in Montgomery. I think it's at the Performing Arts Center. I gotta do this. I gotta put because it's gonna be a good show because it has Pastor Mike on there. That's the wrong one. I'm sorry. I gotta do this. Okay, here it is. So we need to shout out to AEG Entertainment. He has Pastor Mike. Oh, he sent it through the other phone. Okay. Now, so they got the Mother's Day special, and it has Pastor Mike Jr. He's heading it up. Also, because I can't hide, Harrell Williams, Paris Bennett, One Accord, and special guest Nesby. I don't know these people, but it's supposed to be it's on Sunday, May 11th. So check that out, May 11th in Montgomery. And I want to make sure it's the Performing Arts Center. Because I don't want to tell the wrong place. But that's usually where everything is. It is, Performing Arts Center, yes. So, we also want to give a shout out to Taste It. Now, Taste It is in Eastlake where the old Green Acres used to be. And they open at 7 o'clock in the morning. You can go and get your breakfast. They have Sunday Sunday dinner. Soul food, they got oxtails, they got everything. But you know, oxtail like one of my favorites. So check out Tasted in Eastlake. One of our friends, Yo Chef, from my brother Kashivi, and you can get Yo Chef Express. I went to Yo Chef Express today. So go check out Yo Chef Express on Green Springs. And MamaNem, and Yo Mama, and Alpha Bell Bun, and Grand Lux. So, hey, them some of our people, we always have to shout them out. Also, Darren forgot the podcast last week. I'm gonna get rid of Darren.
And while he following that, make sure you guys go follow Kortni's Corner, okay?
Yeah, follow Kortni's Corner. That was another one too.
Make sure you follow Kortni's Corner.
Yeah, cause Darren, this your last day.
Please send him the logo.
This your last, yeah.
And this Generation Initiative program.
So we have a new podcast. As we have, what's the name of your podcast?
Kortni's Corner.
Kortni's Corner. Mm-hmm. We have a new podcast. Well, it's not new. It's not new. She's old now. Yeah.
Wow.
Fresh.
We OGs in the game now.
I'm fresh.
We 3 years. We 3 years. Hey.
I guess.
All these other folks, they fresh. So, Face Card podcast for Landis Fraser. Go and check him out. Good podcast.
Okay.
And Ivor Williams. Creed is
Yeah.
So check out Ivor Williams too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some good podcasts. And with no further ado, hey man, we out.
Thank you for having us.